Hey guys, Sri Lankan Sammi, retire in Southeast Asia, coming to you on a windy, overcast evening in Negombo Beach, Camelot Beach Hotel in Negombo, Sri Lanka. I'm in my last couple of hours here before I head. Oops! Caught that real quick. It is windy today, let me tell you. I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm in a quiet spot because there's lots of people over there. It's lots of windy over there. Hopefully the wind isn't too bad over here. All right. And we're gonna talk to you today about how can you live stress-free right after this. Hey, I'm Sri Lankan Sammi. Let's talk about life after 50. Real talk, no BS. How I went from Canada via South Korea to now chasing my forever home in Southeast Asia. Join me for this next chapter. So, I've talked a lot on my old channel about stress. And I want to welcome everybody to my new channel. And the reason I'm on the new channel, I'm not deleting the old channel. I'm just moving to the new channel to take advantage of the algorithm. Because my focus here on this channel is more about retirement. And the old channel was more like the subscribers were not tuning in and the algorithm was screwed up. So that's why I'm here, and that's why I need your help. Please, I'm talking to you, click the link and subscribe if you like the content. If you're interested in talking to me and others about retirement, about how to get out of the rat race and live stress-free. Join the channel, subscribe, like, comment, so that you can help this channel get out to others. Sponsor, support, buy some merch. Sponsor me by buying me a coconut. Click the link down below and join the conversation on the live streams every Sunday and Wednesday. So guys, what does stress-free mean? It means different things to different people. Let me know. What do you think? Comment below. Let me know what you think stress-free means, okay? Stress-free means to me being able to do what I want, when I want, without thinking about it. Without having to feel guilty about doing it. So what does that mean? Well, obviously the first thing is financial freedom. You need to have financial freedom. You need to be debt-free. You need to have money in the bank, making you money. I don't mean necessarily money in the bank. You need to have investments making you money. Okay, your money needs to be making you money. The trick isn't saving money. The trick is not spending money wastefully. Right? I have it tattooed on my arm. Learn to live life. Don't let life live you. I don't mean sacrificing and living like a pauper for 40 years. I mean living life, but then not buying stupid things, not spending money stupidly. Okay? But there is a reason why we live life. Okay? If you don't celebrate life, then it's not worth doing anything, right? So financial freedom is important. Don't get into debt. Don't overspend. I'm going to get into more detail of each one. I just want to touch on all of the 3 or 4 topics. So money, health. Health is important. If you're not healthy, it causes stress. That stress causes more health issues, which means you have to spend money to fix it, which means you have less money to save and invest for your future. So maintain health, which means eating healthy, exercising, not eating junk food. Now, that doesn't mean you don't eat junk food, it's just you moderation. Don't drink, don't smoke, don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I mean, I did today, but the last time was a month ago. So like once in a blue moon. And I had 2 drinks. That was it. A beer and a cocktail. That was it. I don't smoke. I don't I don't take a lot of medication. I try not to. Even supplements I don't take a lot of, because I don't want my liver and kidneys to be stressed. I take vitamin D, that's the only one. And a little bit of iron, a little bit of vitamin K, a little bit of B. But I'm reducing it. I needed it in the last 3 months. I'm going for a blood test next month, and I'm going to check where my levels are at. And then I'll fine tune my supplements. I don't take supplements just for the sake of taking supplements. I need to ensure that I need it. I needed vitamin D for sure. So health, take care of your health. It will pay you back in dividends if you take care of your health. Now, first, your physical health. Number two, your mental health. Okay, how do I do that? We'll talk about that, okay? We'll get into details. Mental health is stimulating your brain through hobbies or work. Very important, okay? And the final thing that you've got to manage that stress is relationships. Now, relationships covers a broad topic. I'm not going to get into too much detail because it's personal for each one of you. But here's where I break down. Personal relationships, wife, girlfriend. I don't have any. No stress. I don't have kids. No stress. Lonely, yes, but 100% happy all the time. There is not one human being on this planet that can say that in being a parent or being in a marriage or relationship, they are happy 100% of the time. Their relationships and their children cause stress. Yeah, it's good stress, or they say it's good stress, or they don't mind it, but I've said it before, having kids was a choice. You made that choice, and now you have to sacrifice to fulfill those choices. Otherwise, you go to jail, right? And if you don't keep your partner happy, whether you're a husband or wife, or boyfriend or girlfriend, you're going to lose that person, which causes more stress. So you have to sacrifice, and you have to give up a few things, and you have to feel guilty about not going to the museum or to the picnic or to the grandma's birthday party, which you don't want to do. Stress. Family. Families cause the most stress, I think. Next to money problems, families cause the biggest stress. Having a family that you're not in good with, having a family that has emotional, psychological, physical, financial problems causes a lot of stress. I can't talk to you about that. That is something that you need to deal with professionally, okay? But you need to be aware of it. When you're getting in, and here's where I draw the line, is when you're getting into a new relationship with someone, look at their family. Look at their family dynamic. Because when you get in a relationship with that person, you're getting in a relationship with the family. Now, I'm moving to the Philippines in a month, not temporarily, for 6 months. I'm not going to get involved with any Filipino girls. No. Talking to one girl, she's like, oh, I'd love to meet you. Can I bring my aunt or my mom? Or like, are you insane? No. You can bring a friend for security purposes, yeah, but not your family member. Are you insane? I'm not interested in meeting your mother. Albeit this girl was a little bit younger. She was in her late 20s. But Filipino people are very, very proudly family oriented. But I'm not saying I'm not pointing out Filipinos. I'm just saying in general. Okay, I won't get involved in that situation. I nip that in the bud before it ever gets to be a problem. So financial, health, and mental, and family, or relationships. Those are the three main stresses. Think of it as a stool, okay? If you're not strong in one of them, okay, and you kick out one, that stool is going to fall over. So you need to maintain the strength of all three. Financially, what do you do? Well, let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Financially, number one thing is you need to stop using your credit card. You got to get rid of it. You need to live on cash. And what you have to do is you have to take the cash, put it in a pile, divide it up. track your spending. You don't know how much you're spending until you look at it on a piece of paper. If it's not on a piece of paper, you don't know. People, oh, I know how much I spent. No, you don't. Because that $5 coffee, that $2 donut, it all adds up. It all adds up. And when you look at it on a piece of paper, you realize I'm spending too much. I got to stop doing the Starbucks and just make instant coffee. I got to stop eating out every day and just make a sandwich. Now, I'm not saying sacrifice forever, for 4 or 5 days a week. And here's another thing, go fast. It's healthy, and you cut out one full meal every day. Sorry. Set an alarm for me to remember to go home. If I was taking a nap or something like that. I fast. So I eat a tiny breakfast of yogurt and fruit, and I eat a little bit of lunch, and I don't have dinner. That saves me so much money. That saves me, let's say $5 5 times a week. That's $100 a month. That's over $1,000 a year that I'm saving. Not saving, that I'm not spending. Now, obviously on weekends, I pizza. I came here, I spent $30, right? But that's like, you know, that's living life, right? Moderation. Now, the other thing is, I've said it before, it's not about saving money, it's about not spending money. So don't spend money you don't need. When you get a raise, people automatically go out and buy something. Don't do it. Keep that raise, put it into savings, put it into stock, put it into gold, put it into term deposits. Diversify your investments. I have investments across 3 sectors. I have stocks that pay dividends, I have term deposits that are secured and guaranteed, and I have gold. My stock portfolio in Sri Lanka in the last year is 72%. Now, I'm very lucky because I have a good broker, and I got in when the market was down. Gold always goes up, and term deposits are guaranteed. So my plan is I'll continue this investing, bringing money from South Korea to Sri Lanka. And here's the beautiful thing. People always say, oh, you know, transferring money is so expensive. And I have a US dollar account in South Korea. I have a US dollar account in Sri Lanka. So I transfer money electronically from my Korean won account to my US dollar account in Korea. And I got a 50% discount on the spread. And I did the calculation, ChatGTP. I used ChatGTP to do the calculation. I was going to use an electronic transfer service like Wise or Western Union and everything. I did the calculations using ChatGTP, and it said it's virtually the same. Because where Wise and all of these other services, they give you a deal on the exchange rate. Whereas the fees or whatever. Anyway, you have 2 things. You have the exchange rate and the fees. So if I'm taking Korean won and transferring it to my Sri Lankan rupee account, there's 2 exchanges that happen that I have no control over on the rate and then the fee. Wise also gives you a better deal on the exchange rate and the fee. There's a good reason to have kids. Screaming little that she doesn't want to go home, and she's crying. Now, that's not all kids, but yeah, there's a good reason to have a kid. Hey guys, Sri Lankan Sammy here. Thank you for watching the video. If you like what you're seeing, please think about subscribing and liking. Also, to help the channel get out in front of other people just like you, if you could comment, that will help the algorithm get it out there, and hit that bell icon so that you know when the next video is dropping. I truly appreciate that. If you want to sponsor me, scan the QR code right here.
or click the link down below, buy me a coconut. Or if you are interested in life coaching, I offer that right here. Scan this QR code or click the link down below. I'm Sri Lankan Sammi. Retire in Southeast Asia. We'll see you all on the other side.
Yeah, anyway. There she is, right behind us. Like she's being murdered. I remember when I was a kid, my dad would just look at me and I'd be like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Just one look and I would shut up. So anyway, money. Having it is not that easy. Keeping it is. So people always say, oh, just, work smarter, work more jobs, monetize every minute you can. Well, if you can't do that, which is a reality, stop spending. Live in a piece of crap place. Eat rice and noodles. Okay? Walk, ride a bike, take the bus. Until you have the money to live the life you want. Sacrifice 5 or 10 years. I guarantee you, if I took an 18-year-old, sorry guys, just give me 1 second here. I'm dropping crap all over the place. I don't want it flying off in the wind. I guarantee you, if you give me an 18-year-old or a 20-year-old that's fresh out of university, not even university, an 18-year-old out of high school, I don't want people going to university. And I manage that person and they do everything I tell them to do. By the time that person's 35, they will have enough money to retire for the rest of their lives. Not in the West, but in Southeast Asia. I guarantee you I could do it. They don't have to work like a lawyer or a doctor or anything like that. They have to work a good job that pays a decent salary. I'm watching Caleb Hunter, and these people are making $13.25 an hour. I'm like, how do they survive in the United States making that? I make 7 to 10 times that an hour online. It's just incredible how people can't live and how they get into debt. They're buying things that they don't need, like these like Lulu Boo or whatever. I don't even know what it is. It's like the Beanie Babies of today. Like, why? Because they have no joy in their life. But if you set yourself a target, that's the joy. That's where I have joy in my life. When I see this target, I have this target of retirement. At age 60, I need to have X amount of dollars in the bank so that I can retire off of my passive income. And every day I see that number become closer and closer to that number, or the goal become closer. And it just drives me every single day. It's what makes me happy. Let's move on to the second thing, which is health. So what I do is, because I live in a tropical country, I eat fresh food, which is beautiful. Fruits, vegetables, fish, chicken. No processed foods. Now, I haven't been eating processed foods for almost a decade. So that is a good thing. I don't eat the plastic cheese. I don't eat the breads or the rice or the pastas. I do vegetables and fish and chicken. Beef on occasion. I have a job that keeps me happy, that makes me want to get up and go to work in the morning. Pays me very well. I tell people this. I said the secret to happiness is not getting a job that pays you well. Well, that's true. I mean, doctors, lawyers, all that kind of stuff. Don't be an influencer. Don't be a programmer. That's all crap. Now, I do hope this channel does well and can help towards my retirement through advertising, sponsors, brand sponsorship. I don't want money from you guys. I mean, if you want to, you can. I would greatly appreciate that. If you want to buy merchandise, click the link. If you want to sponsor me, but buy me a coconut, click the link. If you want to buy life coaching, click the link. I would love it. But that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to grow the channel for my mental health, for fun, because I enjoy doing this, right? It's hours out of my day, every single day. I'm going to start doing this full time. And if I can grow the channel to 100,000, to 20,000, 50,000, I can earn enough from advertising and sponsor brand deals from things that I use, VPNs, eSIMs, bank transfers, websites that for travel, booking accommodation, flights, money transfer, AI tools, YouTube tools, SEO tools, things I use every day. Then I can make good money. I know a guy who has, I'd say 100,000 subscribers, and he's making $10,000 a month on his YouTube channel from brand, not from sponsors, not from people giving him money. That's not what I want. So that's number 2, mental. I do this for mental health and to exercise my brain. Number 3, the final one, and I hope the wind isn't too bad here right now. That's why I'm getting closer. It's getting much windier. Is relationship stress. I have no wife or girlfriend and no kids, so that causes no stress in my life. I have family, my senior parents, and that is stressful because they're getting old and it's time, you know, they're getting into their 90s. My dad is almost in his 90s. My mom is in her mid 80s. Time is running out for them. And I see a day coming very soon for my father. And it's hard. It's not easy where he is, you know, starting to get old. He's unable to do things and he gets frustrated. And that's causing a lot of stress in my family. And I fear that while I'm gone, something will happen, something tragic will happen, and I won't be here. Will I come back? I don't know. My brother won't because he's too far away. Well, I don't know what to say, whether he will or won't. But, you know, talking to my mom, he said, we need to prepare. This is going to happen sooner rather than later. I don't want it to happen. I want my dad to live another 10 years at least. But 90 years, that's a long time to be alive. I hope to live to 75. I would be grateful for another 20 years. If I can do 35 more years, oh my gosh, that would be spectacular, phenomenal. But family stress is one of the hardest things to control. And I have no advice for you other than don't get involved in other people's problems. When you're getting into a relationship, don't get into a relationship with somebody else's baggage. You can't, you know, there are so many people out there. Don't. It's a recipe for disaster. Okay. There are situations where it works, but more than not, it doesn't. So, if I had a choice between being in a relationship and being single, I'd be single. Without question. Without question. I've been single for 20 years and I've never been happier. Lonely, yeah, but no stress. That's my story today, guys. I want you to comment. Let me know what you think. Now, I'm not right. I'm 100% not right when it comes to the family and relationship part. The money part, I kind of got it down pat because that's what I've been doing for the last 10 years, last 5 years. I kind of got it down because of the things I've done in my past. I've learned my lessons. Going through bankruptcy when I was 22-ish and earning so much money when I was in my 30s to just living paycheck to paycheck in my 40s to now retiring in 2 years. That experience I know. mental health, physical health. I'm doing that right now. I'm living example. Family stress, I made a crap ton of mistakes, and I've just given up. So what do you think? What should we do when it comes to family stress? How do we navigate that minefield? Family and relationship stress. I'm Sri Lankan Sammi. Learn to live life. Don't let life live you. Please, please be good to each other, okay? And remember, we're not strangers. We're just friends who haven't met yet. See you all on the other side.